Hello there. My name is Kenitra Mozelle, and I'm the founder of Grace for This. And I'm here to tell you about your Grace to Build Planner, annual planner. So I'm excited because you purchased this planner for two reasons. One, because you're a builder and a leader, and you have a vision that's very, very important to you. And secondly, you got a business or a brand that you're excited about and you wanted to make it strategic. Stop. End. I can cut that out. Okay, so starting again. Hello there. My name is Kenitra Mozelle, and congratulations, you have purchased the Grace to Build Planner. I'm excited for you. In this video, I'm going to tell you about the three sections of the planner: Builders Arise, Think Big, and Let's Build. My name is Kenitra Mozelle. I'm the founder of an amazing community called Grace for This, where we help you grieve, heal, and then build according to the story that you've overcome. So, how are you going to use your Grace to Build planner? The first section that you're going to see after seeing the year and the months in quarterly blocks is the Builders Arise section. In that section, you're going to see grieve, heal, and build as options for you to fill in details. This grieve, heal, and build section is a place where you choose vulnerability. You talk about what your experience is, and it actually begins to share what your story is with yourself first. The section for you to heal is actually room for you to reflect on what your healing journey consisted of, and it will show you the value that you bring to your community, your business, or your brand. And then lastly, the third section is build. What are you going to build and why? You have done the grief work, you've done the healing work, and now you're building a business, a foundation, or a brand that you want to show up in a consistent way. So this particular page for Builders Arise is walking you through the journey of why you're building what you're building. The second thing you'll see in that section is to list your top goals. I put down three. Three goals for a year's time is great. Make those goals big, make them elaborate, because every single quarter is going to lead up to one of those goals. The next section is the Think Big section. Think big. We have four categories inside of the big, bold section, right? The first thing is big ideas. Brain up some big ideas that you have. Don't hold back. Nothing is too big. Why? Because you're brainstorming and you're brain dumping. Secondly, big impact. Remember that you're building something, but who do you want to impact? What would you like to see that a community experience? How would you like people to be changed? And consider those things as you're building out your year. The third category to dream big is big bag. Think revenue goals. Do you want to make money? What are items or goals that you can have to generate revenue? Do you want to donate? Do you want to be a philanthropist? How do you want to have big bag? Yes, guys, I said big bag. And then lastly, I put big drip. I put big drip. Why did I put big drip? Because sometimes we want to look good while we're doing what we're doing. So if you got ideas for merchandise, apparel, journals, mugs, t-shirts, socks, accessories, stationaries, the big drip goes in this area. All right. Additionally, inside of the Dream Big section, you have 12 interesting topics. Why? There's 12 months in the year. And if you're interested in 12 specific things, you can plan out your year by just focusing on the big, interesting topics that you have and you're already interested to talk about. And the last thing in this section is barriers. When you are building, there are barriers. When you have blueprints and you have a construction team, you might have some barriers in your building process. So I want you to sit and be honest every single quarter about what barriers would prevent you from building what you're building. And when you identify what those barriers are, what are you going to build to keep those barriers from blocking you? So you're building to overcome before the barriers block, okay? Now let's move on to the Let's Build section. This is my favorite part. Why? Because the Let's Build section actually begins to break down your your goals into a month to month overview, right? So when you get to the Let's Build section, you're going to see three sections. You're going to see your quarter. You're going to see January, February, and March. And so you got a goal for that quarter. At the top of that page, you're going to write what your goal is for that quarter. And what you do in January, February, and March is going to lead up to make sure that you deliver and execute on that goal. Followed by that page, you'll have your actual month breakdown. This page is really important because you'll see your actual calendar month. You'll see the days of the week. You'll say the number days of the month. But just below that, you'll have a grid for your weekly theme. Yes. Why? Because when you set a goal for the quarter and you have a theme for your month, then each week you have a subtopic that aligns with your theme. Are you following me? You see how excited I'm getting? Why? Because if you're a builder, it also means you're building community, you're building content, and you're building connections, right? And so how are you going to keep up with all of that? You're going to put it in your Grace to Build planner. So every single month, you got an outline of what you're working on. And as a bonus, in every single month outline, you've got some place to reflect on your own personal wellness work. Why? Because in Grace for This, we do wellness work. So you'll have a section to write down 3 things you're doing to reflect on you personally, 3 things that you're focusing on relationally, and then 3 things you're focusing on professionally. Why? Because when you're a builder, you also are graced to take care of yourself. So that is that. That is the Let's Build section. And because we are builders, we're highly motivated. The very last section at the end of each quarter, you're going to track your wins. Why? Because there's more than one way to win when you're a builder. So there are 4 C's inside of this model. The first one is clarity. Clarity. When you get clarity on what you're doing and why you're doing it, your world opens up in an amazing way. And it's wonderful to be able to go back and look and say, I remember when I got clarity on that. So that's a win, and you'll drop it in your wins page. The second thing is connections. Connections are a win. When you meet somebody and y'all hit it off, you connect on a certain point or a story, or maybe you know the same person and your stories can connect. There are moments when you make a really genuine connection and you want to write that down. You want to track it. You want to follow up on it, and you want to know when that thing happened, right? So connections are a win, and you can write that in the back of your quarter. Next win is collab. Yes, a collab is a win. When you meet somebody, you make a connection, and then you actually can work together. Maybe you're working on one another's platforms. Maybe you plan an event together. Maybe you do a live together. That is a collaboration win, because 2 people with visions that are making an impact are coming together to multiply what they're doing to impact more people. And then the last win is the conversions win. Yes, we are serving. Yes, we're building community, but there are also opportunities to convert. Yes, this is typically a terminology that's used for conversion rates and then the percentage of people that you're attracting to actually generate revenue, but you can also generate revenue in relationships. You can convert somebody to being a stranger to a collaborative partner. So you want to identify your conversions. If somebody books with you, if somebody joins your community, if somebody buys a product, if somebody decides to collaborate with you, those are all wins and a type of conversion. So the last thing that I want to tell you about is those wins: the clarity, the connection, the collab, and the conversion. These are the wins that you can discover inside of your journal. Ladies and gentlemen, that is your introduction to the Grace to Build planner. And at the very end of the planner, you've got a 2025 grid and you got a 2026 grid, because as your Grace to Build in 2024, 25 and 26 are just around the corner. Thanks so much for joining me here. Again, my name is Kenitra Mozelle. There's lots of content for you to grow inside of this space and this community. Thank you. And you can follow me for more at KenitraMozelle.com. If you would like to work with me for strategy and consulting or coaching, you can visit me at KenitraMozelle.com to learn more. Thank you.